once again, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time joining me today. Hi, my name is Hannah. I make a lot of random videos, honestly. I do a lot of what you guys ask me to do. Once again, I cannot talk today. Hi, hello. And you guys have been asking for, other than story times, you've been asking for tattoo related content because you guys know we tatted in here. Ugh, I hate myself for saying that. But yeah, I have tattoos and I consider myself a tattooed person because I have pretty much a half sleeve on this arm. I've got some weird like elbow space here, but this forearm's pretty much filled up other than that, but that's gonna get taken care of in the next couple months. Anyways, so yeah, I consider myself a tattooed person, so I feel like I can speak on the subject. I've had a lot of tattoos. I think I'm at 14 right now, maybe 15. I'm not real sure because I lose track, but yeah, that's where I'm at, and so I feel like I can, you know, I'm kind of educated on the topic. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about, drum roll please, tattoo television. And oh, this is kind of like a divisive subject in the community. I know that a lot of people love tattoo TV shows and a lot of people hate tattoo TV shows. And I just kind of want to give my 2 cents on it. Now, I haven't seen like every tattoo TV show there is. I've seen a few. I've seen some episodes of like LA Ink and New York Ink and that kind of stuff. I've seen Ink Master, obviously. That's probably like the biggest one. But that's kind of like it. Like, I haven't watched anything crazy. I've watched a couple shows about like tattoo cover-ups and stuff, and those are always kind of funny. But I haven't watched a super wide variety of shows. Just like a lot of each show. So the main thing I want to talk about here is Ink Master. And when I first started getting tattooed, I was like a really huge fan of Ink Master. Like, I loved the show. And I think the first season that I ever really watched to completion from the very beginning is the season where Ryan Ashley won, and I was rooting for her the whole time. I love her so much. I've loved her for years, and I'm so happy that she won that season. She totally deserved it. She's like one of the most amazing black and gray artists I've ever seen in my whole life, and if I was really into black and gray, I would totally love to get a tattoo from her. But as you guys probably know, I'm a huge fan of bright, bold American traditional, so her work doesn't really fit my scheme and the things that I enjoy, but I do find her work incredibly aesthetically pleasing, incredibly well done. She is so talented. But anyway, so that's the first season I ever watched like in its entirety, and I was obsessed. Like, I was like, I need to watch every other season. So I watched a couple more. I think I watched the next 2 that came out, which may be the only other 2 that there are like recently. I don't know. I watched like the past 2 or 3 seasons. Didn't watch very much of the last one. But anyway, as you guys may or may not know, I got a tattoo from Eva Jean of Allegory Arts at a convention earlier this year. It's a big neo-traditional piece here, like a spider and a dream catcher and stuff. And she did an amazing job on that. Like, I love her. She was on Ink Master. I don't know which season. I will have to put it down below or on the screen or something, but she was amazing, and I was really like excited to talk to her because I had seen her on the show and like rooted for her and her husband the whole way. Her season was the one that where it was like, I think it was like Shop Wars. I don't think it was Shop Wars. It might have been. Yeah, I think it was Shop Wars because her and her husband own their shop together. So it was her and her husband Euless, and I rooted for them from the beginning. Again, can't talk. And I was like so excited to be able to talk to her at this convention and to get tattooed by her. I was like, wow, this is amazing. I watched her on my TV. I'm getting tattooed by her. This is crazy. So I had the opportunity Had the opportunity to sit down with her for like 3 hours while she did that. It was probably closer to 2. But anyway, I was so excited to talk to her, and I was like, hey, I saw you on Ink Master, and I rooted for y'all the whole entire time. I loved y'all so much. And she was like, oh my gosh, thank you. She's really, really sweet, really down to earth. Like, she's not like a lot of other people. I've heard that other people have had like super bad experiences with people from Ink Master, like thinking that they're like amazing or whatever. And Eva and Euless are incredibly talented. But anyway, I had a chance to talk to her, and I was like, hey, like, I loved your season. I loved you guys so much. And like, did you like being on the show? I was like, what was your least favorite part? Like, to me, I thought that the time limit would have been the most detrimental thing. Like, I really, when I watch the show, I'm like, there's no way they can do what these canvases want in this amount of time. Like, there's just no way that they can do it. And they usually manage to do it. And I'm like, how do people do that? But she actually surprisingly said that the time part was not the worst part about it. And I was really shocked by that. I was like, wow, I mean, she works pretty fast, so I'm not really that surprised. But she said that her biggest fear was that her and Euless would get in a fight during the show, like on actual live television. And I thought that that was pretty funny. But anyway, I went on a whole rant. If you guys know me, you know that I do this. So I guess that kind of, I don't know, that kind of helped with my perception of the show. Like, she didn't say anything crazy or whatever, you know, so I was like, okay, this might not be too bad. And like, I don't know, it's just such a divisive show among the tattooed community. I don't really personally like to watch it that much. I'll watch it if there's nothing else to watch, really, but I mean, it's interesting, but a lot of the little challenges and stuff that they have to do, not the tattooing part, but the other challenges that they have to do that aren't really related to tattooing, I think is really dumb. Like, I don't like it. I understand that they probably need to have it for the show, but I'm just not really into that, and I don't feel like it showcases the artist's true ability and like their true talent. I don't feel like that's really necessary. I get that they're all artistic type challenges, but I just feel like you should be basing your opinion of a tattoo artist off of the tattoos that they do. If they're a good tattooer, then their tattoos are going to reflect that, not some random art challenge that you do. But that's just my opinion on it. I don't really know. I feel like they play up the drama a lot in these shows, and they don't really, I mean, I get that it's supposed to be entertaining, but I would prefer to just go in there, watch them do the tattoos, watch them pick whose is the best, and not have to deal with all of the drama that's like, these people don't like these people, and so they're going to try to sabotage each other and give each other terrible canvases and all of this stuff. And I'm just like, it's so tiring to sit there and watch that happen when I was just planning on sitting here and watching these people do some cool tattoos and seeing which ones are the best, you know? I don't know, maybe I don't know. I just feel like they're not giving the tattooers the right atmosphere to be able to do their absolute best work. And I get that if you're going to be the Ink Master, you need to be able to overcome any challenge that's thrown your way and all of this stuff and blah blah blah, but like, if you get a canvas who wants a full back tattoo in 3 hours with all of this detail, there's no way. Like, unless you can convince the canvas otherwise, you're just screwed. Like, you're just not going to be able to do anything with it. And I feel like that's completely unfair. Like, I don't feel like that's truly giving these artists the opportunity that they deserve to be able to do their best work. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like whoever should win a tattoo show should be the person who can do the highest quality tattoos. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. And then, like, when you look at shows like LA Ink and New York Ink and all of those kind of things, and even the cover-ups, the cover-up shows, it's just like, it kind of reminds me of like Dog the Bounty Hunter and all those other little reality shows where it's just like all this yeah and not a whole lot of doing what you're supposed to be doing. I know they're trying to get you like invested in these people that work at these shops and love these tattooers and all of this kind of stuff, but I don't know. It's just, it seems so unnecessary and so staged. Like, maybe it's just me, but none of the tattoo shops I've ever went to around my area or even at conventions, tattooers are not like the way that I've seen them on TV. On TV, they just seem like these people who argue and bicker with each other, and they're like, I don't know, sometimes it's really creepy, and like these tattooers are like hitting on like the girls that they're tattooing while they're tattooing them, and I'm just like, that's kind of unprofessional. I've never seen that happen before, so I don't know. I just feel like tattoo TV shows are kind of, I don't want to say in poor taste, but I think that if you're watching a tattoo TV show, you definitely need to be aware of the fact that it's not what it's really like. It's not reality. It's not what a tattoo shop is really like when you walk in. There's no shop around me, like in my area, that will draw you up a design before your appointment date. Like, I know in New York Ink and all those kind of shows, they're like, this is what I want, and the person will go back and draw up several different drawings and show them before they've even made an appointment. And I'm like, that's not my experience. No shop I've ever went to will show you the drawing before you get the tattoo. Like, I mean, before your appointment date. Like, usually you make the appointment, and then when you come into the shop on the day that you're getting tattooed, they show you the drawing, and they're like, is this good? What do you like about it? If you need something changed, tell me what it is. They're not just gonna be like, here's like 7 different drawings, and like, if you want to make an appointment, that's cool, but like, here's all these different drawings that I've done for you. And I'm like, that is not what it's like. You're making these things out to be something that they're just totally not. And I don't understand what the point of that is. I mean, I guess it makes good television, but at the same time, it gives people who are not familiar with tattoo shops or like the tattoo industry, it gives these people unrealistic expectations and just completely unrealistic ideals of what tattooing and tattoo shops are like. Thank you guys so much again for joining me today. Leave me a like if you like this video, comment down below, and subscribe because I make new videos every Monday and Friday. Thank you guys once again so much for joining me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!